to New York and he came back, and now he's a pastor and he has a vision for this island. And not only that, he's not keeping the vision to himself, he's sharing it with those abroad, and hopefully that will transcend and restore Grand Bahama, and restoring Grand Bahama and bringing Grand Bahama back to its former days. So on behalf of my technical team, I want to challenge you today. Challenge you, how do you get something you've never had? You've got to do something you've never done. That's my challenge for you today. Thanks so much for tuning in to The Bounce Back. I'm Joan Davis-Roll. God bless.
At Rusty Bethel Drive, I'm Paisol Forbes. This is ZNS.
Welcome to What's Trending, the show keeping you in the know with all that's happening in lifestyle and entertainment. I'm your host, Stacey Campbell Marshall. Britain, birthplace of rail transport, will get its first luxury sleeper train touring England and Wales by next summer. The Britannic Explorer, a Belmont train, will set off from London in July 2025 on 3 routes through the picturesque hills, valleys, and coastlines of Cornwall, the Lake District, and Wales. The 18 cabins, including 3 grand suites and 15 standard suites, will be of an exquisite opulence not seen before on Britain's rails. This kind of luxury does not come cheap. A 3-night itinerary in a double cabin with excursions, meals, wines, and alcoholic beverages starts at over $14,000 US. Woo! A Massachusetts woman passed herself off as a nurse and dispensed thousands of doses of phony Botox and fillers that had been smuggled into the United States from China and Brazil. It is alleged that the 38-year-old woman completed over 15,000 Botox appointments, totaling over $500,000. And a new study shows that Americans turn to drinking during COVID-19. And now that stress and alcohol-related drinking continues. In fact, they have discovered that the drinking increased. Experts found that in the case of anxiety, alcohol can relieve the problem, but long-term, it's going to increase. And for depression, it actually makes the situation worse. There can also be health drawbacks affecting the liver, heart, and other organs of the body. On today's show, we have 2 young entrepreneurs to discuss their upcoming event, and I hope you've been keeping up, because today we will dive further into our book of the month. This and more after the break.
Good to grow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
The Ministry of Agriculture launched Coconut 360 recently to maximize coconut utilization and provide standardized stalls for vendors in New Providence, enhancing sustainability, creating uniform appearances, and boosting local vendor opportunities.
I know many of you would have gone to Awaki and you would have gone on to Honestly. All vendors there, they pay rent to the government. So we want to give you these stalls, but we have to rent them to you.
That's Permanent Secretary Neil Campbell, who communicated Minister Jomo Campbell's vision for this project. He added that the ministry will also look into granting vendors the proper permissions to operate their businesses.
At some places now, on the side of the road, you're on people's property, or you're on the verges where you don't have permission to be. So we can help you with your licensing and granting your permits. environment has to come into spec and everything else because we need sanitary conditions in order for you to sell.
The ministry also wants to offer money for the parts of the coconut that's usually discarded through a public-private partnership.
It is intended that we give you 2 bins. One bin you can have your coconuts in, which you'll be using. And as you use those ones, the ones you want to discard, you will then throw that into the other bin. Once you have the ones that you're discarding or you already used in that particular bin, a gentleman will come and he will collect that bin from you. Right? That bin every week, as first, and the gentleman takes it away, you get $10.
The vendors in attendance expressed their excitement for this initiative.
The meeting was productive. I see that it's now the point where the government and also the Ministry of Agriculture is trying to take this industry, which is very, very vital to the economy.
The meeting was good, and I'm glad that the government come together with the coconut vendors, because the police really was fooling with us and whatever, so we really happy for the government to come together and really concerned about us and concerned about how important the coconut water is.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
We have something truly special for you. If you've ever been curious about stepping foot into the Mediterranean, you're in for a treat. I'm here with Dominique Hanna, the mastermind behind an exclusive speakeasy event happening on November 14th. Welcome to What's Trending, Dominique.
Thank you so much, Stacey.
Good
Thank
to
you for
have
having
you
me.
here.
Thank you.
So for those who don't know about this event, tell me all about it. You know, we say speakeasy, but really it's an evening and a culinary experience.
Correct, yes. So what I do, I call the space a speakeasy because it's almost like a hidden pub kind of experience. But what we're doing truly there is going to be having several courses that are going to be guided along with a wine appreciator. So each course is going to be representing the Mediterranean, so Spanish and Italian specifically, on exactly what we're going to be tasting that evening as well.
Okay, so I love the story of how you came up with this concept. So tell me about how you came up with the menu for tonight.
Okay, so the menu for tonight I came up with because I traveled to Spain almost about a little bit over a year ago, actually, when I was graduating from Edinburgh in Scotland with my master's degree. I actually went to Spain because one of my guest clients here in Nassau, Bahamas lives there as well. And she said, while you're over here graduating with your master's, come to Spain. So when I went to Spain, I was pleasantly surprised that she took me around and she took me to the market, actually, which is a huge, popular, very famous market that sells a variety of fruits, vegetables, and also has restaurant experiences. So we sat together, we talked, we chit-chat, and they had huge portions of food come out in family sizes that we shared and experienced that entire evening. So it was really an amazing experience. So I wanted to bring that experience here to the Bahamas for Bahamians and international people that are looking for experiences here in Nassau to experience that, and also pair that with some great wines as well too.
That sounds really good, and so it inspired the menu for Saturday night.
Exactly.
So what can guests expect? When they walk in the door, what can they expect?
They're going to expect to be almost transported to the Mediterranean. It's a warm environment. It's almost like a small pub. It has a nice, quaint experience. You have great people that work with us that are going to be welcoming them in, bartenders. So it's just a nice, warm environment they're going to experience.
All right. So before we talk about specifics, I want to hear about your culinary journey, because you're now a private chef.
Correct.
You know, and that, you know, has an exclusivity of its own. But tell me about your journey in the culinary world.
Well, my journey really started off with my love for culinary when I was younger, watching great, amazing TV shows on Food Network. Wanted to do my associate's degree in culinary. I did that at the university. Then I went ahead with my bachelor's. But what I had was some great mentors at university in the Bahamas, especially Chef Adam A. Farrington, that guided me along the way after I graduated and took me in different businesses in different places. So one of my first experiences working with healthy foods at Jamai, and then after that, I went ahead and worked at Alanis and had the experience of working in the front house and with kids. So that kind of experience working with kids and planning events kind of like also helped me want to kind of pair the two together. So culinary and a variety of events where you get to experience things, interact with the food more than just taste it, but really experience something different. So after I did Alanis, I went off and started my actual small business by myself, where I mostly worked on pastries, specifically Automotive and small cakes. I finished my bachelor's degree, and then I also worked at Bahama. I got some experience there, but then I continued to want to hone in on my business, and I did that exactly. So my business continued to grow. I eventually moved into catering, and then the catering took me into the private chef work, and it was a snowball effect.
Right.
And it's been amazing since.
So talented. I've actually tasted some of your food, had that experience, so very proud of what you're doing. Now listen, let's talk about the location.
Yes.
This is located, you said, downtown, across from Scotiabank upstairs, because a lot of people aren't familiar with that space as an event space.
Yes, so there are some people that are familiar. It was formerly Biggity.
Okay.
Now it's called Lucerne.
Lucerne.
Yes,
okay.
It's right next to Pandora. When you reach there, you're going to see a door that says Turnch.
Okay.
You're going to open that door and go straight upstairs, and it's right down the hall. And it's an inconspicuous door, but once you get in, it's a different experience, a different vibe.
Great.
Yeah.
And how do people, is it a ticketed event? Do they need to buy tickets ahead of time? Like, how does the event work?
Yeah, so we do request that you RSVP in advance. You can find that on my Instagram page, which is Fine Foods 242.
Fine Foods 242.
Correct, Fine Foods 242. You can use my website, or you can give me a call at 448-7262. I try to be responsive, so WhatsApp is fine. iMessage, you can even call as well and book tickets. I also went ahead and created a link that they can also use to make bookings, and you can use that via the Instagram as well too.
Great.
Yeah.
And what about dress code? Because everybody wants to be, you know, dressed appropriately.
So I would also, of course, say smart casual, something comfortable. Like you're just going to a nice dinner, definitely dress whatever you feel is comfortable for you, but smart casual is definitely the vibe we're going for.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, here in Nassau, there's so many restaurants, so many choices that we can do. What makes this event different, and why should people attend?
Okay, so what makes this event different is because it's a specific event that's tailored towards making sure that guests don't just experience food, but they get to learn and engage about it. So it's an engaging experience with the wine appreciator. She's not just going to be there telling you about what you're drinking, she's going to be telling you what you're drinking and what you're tasting, and ask you to kind of like taste certain items before and after. We're trying to make sure that it pairs well, you understand exactly the aromas and flavors that you're using. So each course is going to come out separate. It's about 7 or 8 courses in total. Each one is going to come out, and we're going to have a wine that pairs with them and taste it. As the chef, I'm going to come on and talk about each plate and each dish and what it represents as well too. So it's an engaging experience that we're going to be having there. It's not just, you know, going to have dinner and enjoy the food, but you're going to engage with your food as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to our demo and tasting.
Yeah.
We will be back with Dominique and another guest right after the break.
Got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rentokil Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
We're back with Dominique Hanna, and Kristen Cooper is here. She is a wine appreciator who will be at the Speakeasy this Thursday. So Kristen, welcome to the show. Tell me, you know, what can we expect from your portfolio at this event? I know that today we're going to be talking to me about tasting the wine and being able to appreciate the flavors of the wine. So tell me about that.
So basically what I'll be doing is I'll be taking all of our participants through the wine. We're going to start off with like a Prosecco, which is a light body wine. It will open up their palate so that they can receive the food. I'll show them exactly what they're looking for. We'll tell them exactly what they're looking for. Then we'll go to a Pinot Grigio, because you know you would go in order from a sparkling wine to a still white and then onto a red. So we'll go in that order, and then when we go in that order, I'll also be pairing it with the foods that we have here, so that you'll be able to see what you're tasting. Wine isn't really just an alcohol. You have to look for the regions which you're tasting. You're looking for the agriculture. You're really trying to find what fruits are made up in this wine, and you're looking for what is it doing for you.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, so Dominique, this is a wine and food tasting. It really is going to be an evening. It's for people to come and experience. And I know that you've brought samples of a few of the items here. So let's talk about this paella, this beautiful paella.
Yes. All right, so this paella is one of those things that I experienced while I went to Spain as well, too. It was filled with the mussels. We have here also the chorizos, and of course on the top you see the beautiful large prawn as well, too. So I went to great lengths to make sure get that. That was imported in from France as well, too, from the market where I got it from.
Now let me ask you, what's the difference between a prawn and a shrimp?
Basically, to me, it's just the size.
Okay.
And this one has the head on it as well. So the prawns are the ones that have.
And they're really expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but this is a great one, great flavor as well, too.
Okay. And then what is this?
So we have grilled octopus. This is just the octopus tentacle that we have here. And then at the bottom, we have a tzatziki sauce as well, too.
Okay.
It pairs really well with that as well. And then on the top, we have marinade as well, too.
All right. Okay. And then this is going to be a dessert?
Yes. So what we have here is churros, what everyone is known for from Mexico, but they did not know that they originated in Spain as well. So it's one of those amazing desserts. And we have it paired here with some nice chocolate ganache sauce as well.
Okay. Anything deep fried tastes good.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to that. You said this goes in a chocolate sauce?
Yes, go ahead and try it with that.
Oh, that is so good.
So I know you don't try all of these as well, too, but for the beginning, the first course, we're going to have about 7 courses or 8 courses in total. So this is just a few things they're going to be tasting as they go along with their wine pairing. And we're going to be talking about these as well and informing all of our visitors and patrons about each item as well as we go and along with the wine. So at the
I really like that because it's going to be a learning experience.
Correct.
It's not just you're coming and you're eating, but they're going to be learning about the food and the wines as well.
So for their foodies, they're going to have a great experience.
I'll hold it at the bottom like this?
Yeah, the stem, that's the correct one.
Oh, you hold it by the stem. She's teaching me. Yes, thank you. Okay, so what am I looking for? Because I don't know what, you know.
Well,
so this is a Pinot Grigio.
It is.
Okay.
So it's a white wine.
Am I supposed to swish it?
No, not as yet.
Okay.
There are actually steps for it. So the reason you're swishing it is actually to oxidize it a bit, to open it up so you can see what you're looking for.
Okay.
So the first thing you're going to do is you can put it to your nose.
Okay.
And then you're smelling. Take it lightly.
Okay.
So when you smell, you're going to look for what you're smelling.
Citrus, fruity. Okay.
You're going to look for the citrus scent. And then when you think of that citrus, how close does it smell to a lemon or orange or a grapefruit?
Okay.
And then when you taste it, you're going to see what it does for you. So you can taste.
Just a sip. Okay.
Okay. So you pause. What is it doing to your mouth? Is it causing you to salivate?
I
Does it feel dry? Does your tongue feel dry?
I mean, it feels good. It tastes good.
It does?
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Okay. So try it with the cheese.
Okay. So I'm going to taste a piece of the cheese with the cracker?
Do the cracker first, because the cracker will cleanse your palate.
Okay, it'll cleanse my palate.
Yeah, bread cleanses the palate.
Bread cleanses the palate? Okay.
Yes.
That's nice.
So try your wine again.
Oh, okay.
Now.
All right. This is a whole process. I love this. Okay.
Try it again.
Just a sip. Okay, I do see that the flavor has changed. Okay.
Is it a little bit sweeter for you, or you taste it a little bit more drier? Yes.
Okay.
So the cracker is sweet, so you're going to taste the sweetness from your cracker first, and then you'll taste the acidity and the flavors bursting inside of your mouth. And then it does, like, it'll either dry you up a little bit, depending on what it is, or it'll cause you to salivate, and that's the refreshingness from the lemons and the citrus.
All right, you better teach me. This is nice. See, and I like this kind of experience when it comes to food, you know? Because it's not just sitting down, ordering something off the menu. You know, okay, so this, I'm gonna...
Don't eat the rind.
Oh, don't eat the rind.
Don't eat the end.
Okay. Yeah, don't eat the rind. So
I'm gonna take a bite of cheese.
Sure.
Nice and...
Tell me what you're tasting.
It's pungent.
Yes, very
Sharp.
Don't
Or
taste
eat
the
the cracker.
cracker
Okay.
yet.
See, we're
Don't
so
taste the
used to
cracker
like
yet.
egg, piece of cheese, eating a cracker. Okay.
All right, you
And so we're
taste
taking
your
another sip of
wine.
my wine. Okay. Okay. All right.
It changed again.
It did change again.
What do you taste more? More of the citrus?
Yeah, a little sharper, the citrus, a little drier. It feels like,
So
okay.
the Manchego is like a nutty, cheesy, buttery sort of cheese.
Okay.
So now that you have that flavor profile going on in your mouth, the wine is going to taste a lot more citrusy to you.
Nice.
So it isn't just, you're not just drinking a wine, you're looking to see what it does for you and how it makes you feel, does it make your tongue feel dry? Does it make your tongue feel a little bit more wet? So yeah.
Good. So this is going to be a whole experience.
Yes.
This is this coming Thursday,
Correct.
November 14th. And they can find more information on your Instagram.
Correct.
We have so much more on What's Trending, and we will be right back after the break. Thanks, guys. This is great. Thank you.
Hardware is the helpful place. Everything you need under one roof, from electrical, paint, plumbing, outdoor, barbecue, automotive, lawn and garden, pet supply, houseware, and seasons. Hurricane season is now here, so for all your hurricane needs, we have a 25% off bargain zone.
Hey, thanks. I would have given more stuff, but I didn't bring my money. I thought this was a glove, and I thought everything was free. Finally know what it is now. Ace.
We're located on St. Albans Drive, West Bay Street, open Monday to Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and closed for lunch 2 p.m. to 3 p.m.
The Anchor Awards is quickly approaching. Come and celebrate our amazing fishers who keep us stocked with the best from the sea. Get your tickets at ticketflare.com/Anchor Awards. Click Buy Tickets. The tickets are only $60. Click the amount and boom, a QR code will be emailed directly to you.
See you there at Bahama, November 16th at the Convention Center. Come on out, let's support our legends of the sea.
At the RBC Holiday Home and Auto Expo this Saturday, you can browse a wide selection of cars for sale. Today, we're going to give you a sneak peek at what Tire Flex Star Motors will be bringing to this exciting holiday kickoff expo.
What will we be looking forward to seeing from Tire Flex Star Motors at the RBC Auto Show on the 16th?
Okay, at the RBC Auto Show on the 16th, we will be bringing the GLC 200 SUV. Yes, and actually we're looking at it right here. You see the GLC SUV, and it's going to be this Mojave Silver. Yes.
Beautiful. Now, I have a family of 4, so
Okay.
what option is there for me in terms of size and affordability, and as well as people who are looking for a more budget-friendly option?
Okay, for a budget-friendly, we would probably look at the Mercedes-Benz C200, and that's the sedan. Okay, so that is priced now. You got a wonderful price on that. It'll be at $77,500, and that will be inclusive of your VAT, the 10% VAT.
Oh, wow.
Licensing and inspection.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So for your larger models, like to accommodate more kids, maybe some soccer equipment for their activities, what model would you recommend for that?
Okay, so the SUV actually will be a little bit more larger trunk that you would need. So I would suggest even the GLC, or if you really want to, I would suggest the GLE 450 coupe or the SUV.
What are the advantages of purchasing a new car rather than to hold on to our old one?
Okay, instead of holding on to the older vehicle, because you know with age, you'll have a breakdown in the
More
vehicle.
maintenance, yeah.
But it makes sense to purchase a brand new vehicle. And with the Mercedes-Benz, that's a great investment. Okay.
So with everybody concerned about, saving, getting the best bang for their buck, which one of these cars has the best price per gallon, the best value on gas?
Well, you would want to look at a 4-cylinder. And so again, I would suggest the C-Class, the Mercedes-Benz C200 sedan.
Now, what attributes you think makes Tire Flex the best place to come and shop for your brand new car?
You're looking at a Mercedes-Benz, and that speaks for itself. So instead of the oranges, you have the apple.
And finally, what is the biggest reason people should come here and run down to Tire Flex Star Motors right now and buy a car from you?
Well, the prices that you will get now, and especially for Thanksgiving, so that's a Thanksgiving gift, or Christmas, you know, you want to make this special gift. So I would say come now. We've got the best vehicles for you.
Well, Ms. Richardson, I am definitely looking forward to putting a Mercedes underneath my tree this Christmas. So I think it's time for me to go and pick out my perfect gift.
Wonderful. I'll be your Santa Claus to put it under the tree
Oh,
for
I
you.
love that.
Yes. Okay.
Let's go take a look.
Yes.
All right, so in order for this to be my perfect Christmas gift, I need to know about all of the features that are in this baby.
Okay, well, first off, what we have up now is GPS, so you won't get lost in Nassau.
And especially since it's like it looks very 3D.
It is.
And it's in
very
my
nice.
face.
It lets you know where gas stations are, like, any monuments and, you know, stuff like that.
And I
So-
can even see the actual car on the
Exactly,
map.
yeah. So it shows you exactly where you're going. So all the side road, you don't need to know from memory anymore. Just follow this through. Then we also have some cool features where we have something called ambient lighting now, what they're introducing some of the new Mercedes. And so you can kind of change the lighting on the interior display of the car.
Well, my favorite color is absolutely pink.
All right, well, we'll go to that then. You can kind of see.
Beautiful.
Turns pink right there. You have a wide variety of colors.
I know this is amazing in the nighttime.
You can leave it at that, or you can do the multicolor one and just kind of change this ocean blue, burning blue, different ones like that, red moon, whatever mood you're feeling.
Oh, yes.
You can kind of match that, yeah.
That's perfect for me. I think I'm going to do like a red and blue combination
perfect.
or a red and green combination for Christmas. Definitely got to
That
get
works,
the
yeah.
winter season going on in here.
For the holidays, yeah.
So tell me about some of the safety features in the car.
Okay, well, Mercedes is known for its safety. So we have inside this car alone is 8 airbags. Hopefully you never have to find out how they're
hope not.
used. But we also have assist braking systems, different radars, sensors, reversing camera. Put this on. This one actually has the 360 camera, so it shows you the full loop of the entire car.
Yeah, because I'm tired of the curb hitting me.
Yes, yeah. We get it a lot. You know, they come out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah, they
but
really do.
You won't have to worry about this. I'm sure you'll see the curb way before it comes and jumps out at you.
So, and I see we have a concealed something going on here. Is this a very large sunroof? I hope it is.
This will be the panoramic sunroof. So you see this fingerprint sensor here. Hold on that. Yeah, you'll never miss a view of the sun or the stars at night. Yeah.
And I love how it's nice and tinted, so it's not a lot of sun veering down on me. I
Yeah.
feel so rich in this car.
Well, it definitely gives that look out of parents for sure. Yeah.
Definitely, and absolutely the feel as well.
Yeah.
So you told me that this car actually has a Bose sound system.
It does. It has an upgraded sound system, actually. So sure, with the sunroof, the music, the lighting. What more do you want?
All right, I got $10,000 cash right now.
All right.
So I think it's time for us to drive this off the lot and at my house.
Let's do it. We'll be driving to your bank with your 10,000.
You know what? Let's figure that out later. Let's drive to my house first.
No problem. We'll do that.
All right, so let's go.
Sounds good.
And don't forget, all these cars we've been talking about will be on display, along with lots of helpful information on home renovation and decoration for the holidays, and financing tips and special financing from RBC. That's the RBC Holiday Home and Auto Expo this Saturday, November 16th at the RBC JFK location, Royal Star House, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And to all my fellow book lovers out there, I hope you have made your way to Chapter One Bookstore to get our book club's latest pick, Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. So listen, y'all, when I tell you this book will have you questioning your own morals, honey, in the opening chapters of Yellowface, June Hayward is a struggling writer who becomes envious of her more successful peer, Athena Liu. Then Athena suddenly dies, and I don't know what June was thinking, but she takes the opportunity